man sa imo?
Uh-huh. Uh, Hi. Parang, how do I know? Check, check lang. Check, check. Okay. Hi guys. Good morning, and good evening. I am so excited, guys. Ano tayo? Taglish ta or pwedeng Bacolod or mag-Ilonggo ta minsan, mag-Ilonggo, mag-Cebuano.
Okay.
But I am so excited to introduce to you my kababayan in Bacolod. She's one of our clinical instructor back then. Is it a clinical instructor?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I am so happy that she braced herself, and when I asked her if she can like be a guest on one of my lives, she didn't really hesitate. She didn't hesitate. She said, "Okay, go when." So I'm so grateful and blessed. Guys, I want to introduce to you Miss Jeanette Padilla. She's a full-time nurse, a wife, a mother of two, a social media influencer. She's the host of one of the podcasts, Your Energy Booster, and she's also the CEO of Energy Booster Academy. She inspires her audience to pursue life with fulfilled with growth and integrity. She's a Maxwell certified coach, guys. I don't know if you don't know Mr. Maxwell. He's one of the I don't know what you call that, the legendary coach and mentor of big leadership that you can think of. He's a well known leadership coach, and she has book. Oh my goodness, this is you know what, I want to tell a story first because I saw Janet doing live, and I follow her, and she like inspire me. She got a book, guys. She has a book and a course about stop spamming and start connecting on how to elevate your personal brand on Facebook. And I got her reframe the rejection online. Is that not a? It's an online book, part of the book. So,
Yeah.
guys, Miss Janet Padilla, take it away.
Hi! I'm so excited to be here with you, Jen. Yeah, di ba taga bago ka no sa aton?
Ano, kanlaon gid ko originally.
Kalaon. Oh,
Kanlaon ko
oh yeah, I've
originally.
heard about it. Naglahar dito?
Oo, lagi oo,
Naglahar.
nag-ung bulkan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no, but yeah, eventually we'll survive. You know, guys, Filipinos are like, even if we have the storms and earthquakes,
Resilient.
we'll always laugh at it, and yeah, we really have this kind of disposition in life. So
Tama,
maybe
tama.
that's one of the reason why, like, my colleagues sometimes will say, we're always so positive. I think we got that from our culture.
Yep, yep, yep. Miss Janet, I wanna can you tell us how did you come up with the book? Which one which one first? Is the book or the life coach? Are you like a coach with Maxwell? Which one, the book first or the
Even
Maxwell?
first. I think it was I get certified with John Maxwell leadership team first
Okay.
before the book. So the book just came after, and yeah.
Yeah. How was the experience? I always really because I attend, not it's not even live. I mean in person. It's by a Zoom, but I can feel the energy. How was it being in that event where there's like-minded people? How is it?
Oh wow. I always believe that when you invest in yourself, the return is always like 10 times. So when I get there in Maxwell's event, I was like in the different universe. Really, I'm like, oh, am I already in heaven? Because yeah, like people there are so different. People there are very nice, very kind, accommodating, and yeah, it's like an event. Like you get surprised because you first they will greet you and hug you, and you really feel like, yeah, am I in heaven now? Am I in a different dimension? True. And yeah, it's quite an investment, but really it is something that someone, yeah, would like to pursue as well. I mean, if you want to elevate your brand, if you want to make more impact, because I do believe that, yeah, before you think of profit,
Mm-hmm.
think first of how you can make an impact, a positive impact on other people. Because yeah, well, in this life, like, when you're an entrepreneur, you all, yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, we always
yeah.
think about profit, 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 but yeah, no, it's so different when you focus on what you can give first before what you can get.
I think I read the book, like I'm still not finished yet. The 21 irrefutable law
Law.
of leadership. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. I never really uh, I've been I don't know about you, Te, but back in the Philippines, like college, I sell water bottle, I sell candy. So I think back when I was still in college, I know I want to be in business, but I just don't know how. And then here it's way different because I don't have any like professional like business, but here I think they're more on like mindset. Would you agree? Parang no, you just don't like just sell. You have to ano parang you have to learn first something. I think with the entrepreneurship, I think I learned about mindset, which is a big thing. Would you agree?
True. True.
Okay.
And yeah, that is all that's why I wrote that book.
Mhm.
That book is really inspired on just really reframing rejection, because a lot of people are so afraid with entrepreneurship because they're afraid of rejection.
Yeah.
We don't want to be rejected. We don't want to feel rejected. We don't want to
Right.
feel like, oh, they don't like my product, so maybe they
Mhm.
don't like me.
Uh-huh.
But truly, it's not about you. It's not about what you offer. It's just that maybe that person is not yet ready to buy in, or that maybe it's not yet their priority. So it's usually more on our ego.
Exactly.
We
Yeah.
don't want to sell because it's gonna like degrade our ego, like, oh no, no way.
I agree. I agree. And then the rejection, if they say no, it doesn't mean it's no. Leave me alone. It's sometimes it's no, not right now. I'm in like divorce. I'm into something right now, or not right now. I don't have a budget, or not right now. Maybe next time. But it's not like a no period. It's like no, not right now. And then also I think yung mga kids, right? Kids, if they said no, they will still insist, di ba? They will still go and like, mom, can I have some candy? So you said no. And then they don't have that
So bad.
ego. They don't have that ego.
Mm.
And then they'll said, Mom, can I have this one? And you said no. Mom, can I have this one? But they still keep they still keep asking you, but because they don't have, like you said, ego.
Yeah, they don't care what you say. Like, kids are very innocent. But,
Uh-huh,
when you grow up and you experience all these trauma in the world,
uh-huh,
then that's where you think about yourself. I really, this is what I can say.
uh-huh,
As I reflect,
uh-huh.
we get into trouble all because of our selfishness,
Mhm.
because
Very good.
of, yeah, we are too self-centered, what other people will say. Yeah, we don't want to be judged. We always think about what other people will say to us if we do such things, or that's why we don't even get to try other
Mhm.
things. We just get comfortable on doing the same thing. And even if it doesn't work, like, sometimes we have dreams, we want to do something, achieve something, and yet we are doing the same thing over and over again, and it doesn't work like that. In order
That,
for us to level up, we need to try something and not do the same thing over and over again.
that's true. Yeah, I like the book. I like the one the book that the rejection, the framing the rejection. It's not always no. Sometimes there's a opportunity inside the no, like because that's
Mm-hmm.
how you get like stronger and like, oh, I have to find, maybe I have to twitch something. Maybe I have to do this one next time. So you became more resourceful because, oh, maybe, oh, I don't have to do this one, maybe I have to add this one, so you became more resources because of those multiple no that you encounter.
That's right. Really, because it this life is all about how you give meaning to what other people
Mhm,
are doing to you, saying to you, or reacting to whatever you say.
mhm,
So when we give negative meaning to their reaction or what they say or do to us, then we get negative emotions.
yeah, yeah.
When we think about it differently and give meaning to it differently, just like they said no. Sometimes we think like, oh, because they don't like us, so
Mhm,
that's a negative meaning to that, to that reaction. But when we think like, okay, they said no maybe because they're not yet ready, something's going on, and it's not really about me or my product, it's just that they're
mhm,
not yet ready or they don't really need this. So nothing personal. And
mhm,
so when you think it like that, when you reframe the meaning of their no, then you won't feel bad that same way that you give negative meaning to what they said. So like, okay, move on next. Maybe I
like,
can go back to that person next time. So yeah.
I like it. Okay, no, next. I like that. So
Next, yes.
how did you keep motivated or inspired? Because I think sometimes it's, I don't know, you have to have something to keep you going, diba? How do you keep yourself motivated? Because I always see you, if you're not walking on the park, you're on the treadmill, or if you're not on the treadmill, you're doing like Zoom or like the live webinar.
Yeah, so this is where our really topic today falls in, mastering your non-negotiables.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So like, what is it that I can give value to the audience today? Because I can see my life, yeah, that's the answer to your question. When you know your non-negotiables, when you understand it and honor it,
Mhm,
then you will be able to make decisions, as fast as you can, and according to what really aligns to your core values.
mhm.
And when you know your non-negotiables, you stick to it. Not because you just adhere to it because it's that's your rules. Because
Uh-huh.
yeah, sometimes we do that, but we do that as what I've said earlier, because you honor your core values, because you honor what you believe, you honor your principles.
Mhm,
So really, when you do that, so yeah, when you know your core values, really
mhm.
that's the key to knowing what are your non-negotiables.
That's true.
So yeah, when you said like, how do you keep doing
Yeah.
that? Like, what keeps you motivated? Because I know my core values. What is it really that that I want to live my life? Because yeah, let's do
Yeah.
this. Yeah, if I don't know if you saw my post lately, my dear friend just died like a week ago, and
Mhm.
she was just in my age,
Mhm.
39, turning 30 this year. And so when I encounter those kinds of
Mhm.
situation, I reflect,
Mhm.
like, what is it that I can learn from her?
Mhm.
So it reminded me again, once again, because we just really need to be reminded
Mhm.
sometimes of, yeah, our life. We live our life like we're not gonna die.
Yeah.
That's how
No.
we live our life. Like we're Iron Man. Well, yeah, we can do whatever to our body. We can, yeah, we're not gonna die. We're gonna live forever.
Which is not true, right? Because all of us have, that's the reality. That's the one thing that not gonna change. Like every day everything changes, like electronic, social media changes, but dying is part of the life. And then, like you mentioned, if you're not gonna show up, who's gonna show up for you? So you have to show up for yourself. You have to show up for yourself. And I think knowing that we have all 24 hours in a day, so it's up to you if you're just gonna be sitting in the couch and then watch TV, or you're gonna go run a mile and then lose a pound in the long run, right? So I think it's managing your time too, and then like really show up. Even I noticed this one day, like we were supposed to go to the travel show, to the vendor, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be there because I'm like, what I'm gonna do with that. That is when the time you have to go, because I'm so blessed and lucky. When I went, I have so many people that I know, and it opened up my eyes, like, oh my goodness, the vibe, the energy. And I'm like, oh, I can keep going. But before that, I'm like, oh, should I go? I'm just gonna stay with the kids and play with the kids. But then if you have that one thing, that's when the time you have to go. That's, I feel like that's a good way to many sometimes, like, think, feel yourself if it's, should I go or not. If you said you feel like it's not, I don't want to go, then that's the time you want to go. That's the time you have to go. Mm.
Yeah. And
Mm.
if it is within your core values,
Yep.
within your non-negotiables,
Yep.
because
Mm-hmm.
like I'm just gonna tell you this story. Yesterday, Sunday. So like Sunday non-negotiable, we have to go to church, do the Sunday school,
Yep.
go to church
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, that's my number one priority. My spiritual life is my number one priority. That's
Okay.
why I do it every day and night, and not only Sundays. So yeah, well, that's family days, Sunday. But I got this invitation from a friend,
Mm-hmm.
and really I wanted to rest
Yeah.
because I worked like 4 days, 12-hour shift last week. But then I thought, like, one of my core values is to build relationship with other people, is to
Mm-hmm.
show up for other people.
Mm-hmm.
So but I'm also tired, and
Yeah.
rest is also my priority. So how can I do this? Like, okay, so after church, we're gonna eat. The party is at 4 o'clock. Okay, I can still nap. I really do nap. I
Yeah.
really sleep. Like maybe it's like for an hour and a half before I
Power
can
nap.
show up to that party. Because if I won't, yeah, if I won't rest, then no, that like no, it's like um priorities. So if
Uh-huh.
my priority is to rest for on that day, then and then I have a party or an event to go to, then so that I can show up there, I have to rest first. If I couldn't find time to rest, then I won't show up.
That's true. Yeah, it's one of your non-negotiable, like brushing your teeth. So are you gonna? That's one of the non-negotiable. Like you have every morning you have to brush your teeth so you can start your day, right? So those are like, you have to. I think that's like you said. You really have to find that and stick to it. The non-negotiable.
True. Yeah, because yeah, our life is just yeah,
Hectic.
life is short. We cannot really do everything in
Uh-huh.
a short span of years that we are here. And
Mm-hmm.
so when we are aware and we start living um through our core values, then that's the only time that we can really live our best life. Because if we are like throwing spaghettis everywhere on the wall, then we'll just be overwhelmed, we'll just be burnout. That's
Uh-huh.
the reason why we burn out. And when we are stressed and we burn out and we're tired, then that's the cause of the diseases.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
So
Agree.
yeah, so if you get sick, what's the point then of your life? Like
Mm-hmm.
you throw yourself to everything
Mm-hmm.
and anything, and that made you, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
acquire that diseases,
Uh-huh.
and now you don't have the energy. And so how can you show up for others? If that's why I really do believe in self-care as well,
Yep.
and that's our responsibility, that's our, what do you call this, stewardship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
God is only giving us one body,
Mm-hmm.
and how we use that body to honor Him
Mm-hmm.
and to make a positive impact on other people is really our purpose in life. And that's
No.
where we can find fulfillment.
That's oh, I like your purpose. That's true. Oh my god, I think we're running out of time. Ted, thank you so much for this. I hope we can do this one every week, but we'll see. We'll see. Life happens. One last thing about can you I don't know, like what success means to you, what success means to you, like with your life, with the business, with what's going on, what success means to you before we wrap it up.
Oh, I love this question. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you so much for having me with you, having me here in your platform today. But yeah, success, when you discover your purpose in life, that's where you find true success. True success is not just all about acquiring wealth. It's a holistic approach to having a good life, a good relationship with your family, to your friends, making a positive impact in other people's lives, having joy and
Mhm,
peace and freedom,
mhm,
you know, living life to the fullest. Because you guys, you can have it all, but the real secret there is found can be found in Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So God
oh my
first.
goodness, thank you so much, thank you so much. I learned so much about you, I learned so much about yourself, your purpose, and thank you, I'm
You
really
are
inspired.
welcome. I love
Okay.
this.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for
Thank
watching.
you. Have
Thank
a
you
good
so
rest of your
much.
day, Jen. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Love
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye
Love you too. Bye
bye.
bye.